I'm Daniela, and welcome to the June prompt of Stitch With Me in 2025, our online workshop, where each month I give different prompts and we create a fabric book. I want to get started right away with June's prompt. So let me just remind you that all previous videos, including the how-to video for creating the book, will be linked below. Today's prompt is couching. It's a stitch designed to adhere something to your fabric. Traditionally, it was ribbon or yarn. You can picture that in a quilt or a little girl's dress, a napkin, something like that. But today, I want you to think outside the box. What can you incorporate into your piece? I'm going to show you my technique for using found objects, and I think it looks great, and I enjoyed the process. Now, there's a lot of variation with the couching stitch. It's a simple stitch, but you can make it as unique and creative as you like. So let's get started. So the couching stitch is a fun stitch. You're not stitching through an object. It's a way to adhere an object to your piece, to your textile. Now, traditionally, the couching stitch is a piece of yarn or a piece of ribbon, and you just anchor it on. Just simple as this. I have a little piece of ribbon here or trim, and then I just have simple stitches. And I purposely did them in contrasting colors so that you could see them. And it also creates a very interesting design, which you can capitalize on for your couching stitch. Here I took the same element and I just stitched it with different colors. Same stitch, you get a totally different feel. This one looks a little more tribal. Here I took a piece of ribbon and I just couching stitched the X's over it. Now, the thing that makes the couching stitch unique is I'm not stitching through any of these textiles, even though I could. The couching stitch is beautiful because you can stitch through things that you really can't stitch through otherwise, and you can still anchor it down, like this metal washer, or this little mother of pearl buckle, this shell, this piece of coral, this skeleton key. I also wanted to show you how I stitched down these beads, these pearls, and because I stitched consistently in between each one, it almost looks like just beads. And I wanted to leave it up here so you could see that it really is just a string of pearls. I stitched across this braiding using black thread on the black braiding, so it doesn't really stand out terribly. And then I have this piece of grosgrain ribbon that I stitched a pattern of colors on. I have this piece of wire that I did some tatting on, and I stitched it down because it might be an interesting element to a piece, but it's wire. And then over here, I just stitched according to the colors. Here's a piece of rickrack. I wanted it to really show up. So I put it against an orange background and then used yellow golden thread to stitch it down with the couching stitch. Here, I didn't want the threads to really stand out as much. They add more texture than actual design element. And here I took some thread, embroidery floss, and I just stitched strategically. So there's a lot of ways you can vary the couching stitch to make it very interesting, personal, and unique to your work. Now let me show you what I'm thinking of doing for this month's prompt. So here are my previous pages. I've got the nice little edge on them. And then today I want to continue working on this with the couching prompt. So I have my last prompt here from Prairie Points. And when I pile it together with my other pages, I'll see all this little interest. So this is something new that I started after completing the first page. I decided I wanted to have just a little interest on the other pages. So now I'll work on this. For my couching prompt, instead of couching with ribbon or yarn, I have these beads, kind of beads, they're shells. I think they were strung together. You can see a little hole here. I think they were strung together like this when I purchased them. And one side is like mother of pearl, and the other side seems to be a little more white. Or maybe that's just a combination of things. But I want to use these in a formation and use my couching stitch on these. So I can create like little snowflake designs or just little designs. I'll figure that part out as I go. But because the color is a similar color to the background here, I want some contrast, and I want to continue with my color scheme for this book. So I chose 3 fabrics, a dark green, a pink, and then a beige. So I'm still working with my color scheme. I'll have my label. And then I found this little faux postage stamp that I painted. And if you're interested in this, I can show you a video on how to make them. They're very simple. But I want to incorporate that in as well. It mimics the colors, and that's what I'm going for. So the first stage is to create this collage in the background. And like with all things, I like to leave a space here so that I can put my grommets in. So maybe I'll do this. Mostly fold the edge, or at least hide the edge. So it's nice edges, see, side by side. Maybe something like this. Same thing here, fold the edges. And a little bit of this color here. Maybe I'll put the label down here, my design, and then this up here. I'll give that some thought. So the first stage is for me to tack this down and then come back and create this design. So I've stitched all 3 pieces of my fabric down. They're tacked down nicely. I have that dark fabric that will make a great contrast to my design. I have my label here. I could figure out if I want to put it here or here. I think I like this element here. Maybe this design somewhere, this little postage stamp, and then I'll just come up with a design. So the next stage for me is to tack these 2 elements down, and then I can add in this element, my actual couching stitch. So now that I have my label stitched, I have my contrasting fabric here, I get to plan the design. I think I'll start with 1 in the center, 1 ring, and just build out from it. So I have the center ring, and maybe I'll go kind of an X shape. And then from here, maybe I'll space some. So I'll stitch those down in that formation. It's kind of a diamond shape. And then maybe I'll enhance it with a few. We'll take a peek and see how it looks. I do like the simplicity of that. So after it's stitched down, I'll see how it looks. To do that couching stitch though, I just start with my thread, start with that 1 in the center, holding that in place. I come up, right up against it in the center here, stitch around, and stitch down on the other side. That starts to anchor it in. And so then I'll just come around here, beneath it on the bottom, and anchor it in. I think I'll do 4 stitches on this centerpiece. And then go from there on the others. Because the stitches barely show, there'll be an element to the design process with them as well. So using a couching stitch, I've stitched 1, and now I'll work on that design. So this is my diamond, and now I'm thinking of just adding a few more, like that. And I think I'll stitch that down. I'm also tinkering with the idea of putting in some thread as a design element, and I think I'll stick with this pink. So I'll stitch these down, add the design element, and show you the completed prompt. So there is the completed prompt. Not only did I stitch all of these little shells down, these little shell beads, but then I used this embroidery floss to stitch a little decorative element inside them, a little geometric print, and it picks up on the colors. So that is my prompt for June. I love it. I love that this is lightweight, and I stitched a found object down, but it doesn't interfere with the weight of the page. Adds a little weight, but it works for me. I love stitching objects down with that couching stitch. So that's my completed prompt. Now I have to backtrack a little because when I stitched it down, I didn't realize until after the process was done that I stitched it down upside down. These things happen, sometimes quite a bit. So instead of pulling out all the stitches and replacing it, I had a choice. I can either flip the book over so that my June prompt came before May, but I didn't like that idea. So instead, I took out the labels, both the label that says the couching stitch and the little postage stamp, because those definitely have a position that I want them to show, and I just flipped them over. So you'll notice that this picture that I'm showing you now is a little bit different than the one I worked on, but not much. Eagle-eyed viewers will have spotted it right away. I want to thank you for joining me and posting your work in our Facebook group. It is fantastic to see all of the creativity that's shown. A lot of people are super supportive. It's a great environment. That link is also below. I want to thank you all for your kind words, your questions, and your ideas. We have such a great community, and it's all because of you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. Thank you for joining me today.